Everyone. Mm, as First of all, thanks to all of you for joining at this late night Sunday. So today's topic is nuances of a will. As all of us know that as per Hindu Succession Act, if a person dies intestate, in that case, his property devolves as per Hindu Succession Act. So we are today talking about the Hindu law. So, as per Hindu Succession Act, if a person dies, his property devolves as per Hindu Succession Act to his as to the classes as mentioned in Hindu Succession Act. Actually, and will is a process wherein when a Hindu male or female they can decide that to whom they want to give their property as per their wishes. So, if a person wants to give or go against the classes as mentioned in the Succession Act, in that case, he is required to make will as per Indian Succession Act. So, who can make will? The person who makes will, he should be of sound mind and measure. There are some terminology which I will describe. The testator, that means who makes will, executes will. Second is beneficiary, in whose favor that will is made. And third is the executor, to whom the testator bequeath responsibility to execute his will. Now, we can divide this uh, making of will into three parts. One is drafting. So, a will can be drafted on a simple paper. It should be clear, unambiguous. That means there should not be uh, any confusion regarding what portion, what property he wants to bequeath and to whom. There should be clear terms with regard to that a person to whom he wants to bequeath, if in case he or she expires before the testator, that to whom that property will go, to his legal heirs, or if he is unmarried, or is there is some other problem, in that case how that property which testator wants to bequeath to the beneficiary, it will devolve. The execution of will is also an important part, wherein the testator should know, he should know that how he is going to bequeath his property as per his wishes. Sometimes it happened that testator is not aware about English language, which is generally used in drafting of a document. The testator only knows his mother tongue, like Gujarati, Marathi, or Punjabi, but the will is in English language. In that case, it is required that will should be read over in vernacular language to the testator, and he should give his consent to the contents of the will, and this fact should be mentioned in the will while drafting the will, that will has been read over and understood by the testator, in case he is not able to understand, write, or read English, because this is one of the important requirement to prove the will. The third part is the attestation. As per Indian Succession Act, Section 63 of 63, wherein it says that will is very important and secret document, and it should be attested by two witnesses at least. There can be more than two witnesses as well. The witness must have seen the testator that he has signed the will in their presence in front of them, or the testator has informed them that he has signed the will and he understood contents of the will, and thereafter attesting witnesses put his signatures on the will in front of testator. It is not required as per law that both the attesting witnesses should be present at the same time. There is a will is valid in case a testator goes to an attesting witness as and informs him that he has signed the will, and attesting witness should attest the will. And second time he visits another witness and sign and also informs the other witness that he has signed the will as per his wish without any pressure, and the second attesting witness also signed that will. But what is advised is that testator and both the attesting witness should be present at same time, so that they should see each other signing of the execution of the will by the testator. And now the questions come whether it is mandatory that will be registered. No, it is not mandatory at all. A will can be made on a simple paper. Generally, sometimes people get it notarized, but what is required that it must be proved as per law, because as per Indian Evidence Act 68, section 68, and now the Bharati Sakshi Adhiniyam section 67, it says that will must be proved whether it is registered by calling the one attesting witness to the court, who is required to prove execution of will by testator in presence of witnesses who has seen the testators, and where the testator was not was illiterate, and he was unable to read, understand the contents of will which was required to be proved. In that case, it was required that he should depose in the court that will was read, the contents of will was read over to the testator. There are so many interesting cases. The first interesting case is of Menka Gandhi versus Indira Gandhi, whereby after the death of Sanjay Gandhi, as per Hindu Succession Act, Sanjay Gandhi's property devolved on his wife, his son, and his mother, that is Indira Gandhi, as Sanjay Gandhi died intestate without making any will. So this judgment was challenged by the Menka Gandhi, whereby one third portion was given to mother of the Sanjay Gandhi, that is Mrs. Indira Gandhi, on the basis that Menka Gandhi was a Sikh and Sanjay Gandhi became Hindu, so they were so their marriage falls under Special Marriage Act. But the Honorable Delhi High Court decided that Hindu and a Sikh, they do not fall under the provisions of Special Marriage Act, and Hindu Succession Act applies equally to Sikhs, Hindu, Buddha, and Jains. So the uh, judgment of the trial court was upheld by the Honorable High Court of Delhi. Now, one case, that is Chiranjilal Shrilal versus Jasjeet Singh. This is 1993 to SCC 507, which says that suppose a question of right, title, share, and ownership is not to be decided in probate proceedings. For example, sometimes what happens that mother is not working, she's a housewife, and father got a house bought in the name of his wife, and after death of the father, mother bequeaths this house, this property to one of the son, and the other legal heirs challenges that, and they say that their mother had no capacity to buy this property. So it was held that probate court cannot decide on this issue. What is to be decided by the probate court is the execution of a valid will. Question of right, title, and ownership can be challenged in civil court by the other legal heirs, but not before the testator court. Second judgment is of Krishna Kumar Birla versus R.S. Lodha. It is very famous case whereby Honorable Supreme Court has held the same thing. If this is whereby it was held that a probate probate court is having a very limited jurisdiction will to decide about the wills only. This is 2008 4 SCC 300 and para is 59. One one leading case on the execution and proof of will is AIR 1959 SC 443. This is H Venkatachalaya, which is a leading case, wherein every aspect of execution of will and proof of will has been dealt by the Honorable Supreme Court. In At the time of contestation of the will, what is bone of contention is proving of a will, which is required to be proved as per section 67 of the Indian Evidence Act, wherein what one witness is required to prove that will. There is one recent judgment is Leela and others versus Murugnatham and others. This is Civil Appeal 7578 of 2023, which was decided on 2nd of January 25. Para 21 to 23, which says that it is duty of the propounder to prove the will. Suppose a partition suit is filed by a sibling against the other siblings by saying that their parents died intestate and therefore they are also entitled for equal share in the property. And what generally happens that other sibling comes with a defense that they are having a will executed by their parents in their favor. In that case, as relationship is established, admitted by the other sibling that they are brother and sisters and daughter and sons of the testator, thereby it is responsibility of the propounder, that is who says that will is being executed in their favor, to come and prove that will in a suit of for partition based on whereas defense of the other side is a will execution of will in their favor. In that case, onus is on them to prove. So the plaintiff need not to come with evidence, but it is the defendant who are required to lead evidence first and to prove that will. Because will is treated as a last wish of a person, and it stands on a higher degree to be proved. In a case Dhanulal versus Ganesh Ram, this is 2015 12 SCC 301. It was held that proof of a will stands on a higher degree in comparison to other documents. There must be a clear evidence of the attesting witness or other witness that the contents of the will were read over to the executant, and after admitting the same to be correct, the testator put his signatures in presence of witnesses. It is only after that the executant puts his signature, the attesting witness shall put their signature in presence of executant. So this requirement is very much mandatory. Suppose a witness is called, but he is unable to prove the attestation of the will by the second witness. In that case, this will not be treated as proved as per Indian Evidence Act. In a case where both the witnesses to the will are expired, in that case, as per section 71 of the Indian Evidence Act, it is allowed that their signatures be proved by some other manner. That means any child of the witnesses or anyone else, any other one who is acquainted with the signatures of the witnesses who are now no more, they that person can be called, and he can identify signature of the witnesses and uh, prove the will. Now it depends on the court that how well the will has been proved by the propounder. There should not be any suspicious circumstances. Suppose that testator was not well, or the propounder took a very active participation at the time of execution of will, or the testator was not in proper senses at that time, or was not in a condition, or was bedridden to understand the contents of the will. These all contentions can be raised by a defendant at the time of trial. So, if a will has been registered, even though the propounder is required to prove that will, registration of will doesn't make that will is proved. The will which is later in time will be treated as valid one, although it is also required to be proved as per law. Uh, so, anyone if wants to ask any question, they can ask. Anita ji can read out. I have seen that some questions has been popped
There
up.
are two questions. One is
Yes,
from Dhanpal Jain. Will is drafted
yes,
in English. Person
yes.
knows Hindi. What should be clarified in will?
Will should state that this the contents of the will has been read over and understood by the executant, by the testator, and he, after understanding the same, he or she has put his signature in presence of the witnesses.
There is another question from Hina Bhinde.
And one more thing, at the time of because this will also be required to be proved, in that case the witness should also say that will was read over to the testator and she or he understood the contents of the same.
There is another question from Hina Bhinde. Does will supersede nomination both in property and liquid assets?
Yes, will see the the important thing is that will is required to be proved even on nomination as well. So in case will is proved, that will prevail, and the later in time and the will registered will have uh, um, better value on the unregistered will. But if a will which is unregistered has been executed later on, in that case that unregistered will prevail.
There is interesting question from Abhiraj. How to prove the will in case witnesses to will are dead?
Witnesses to be
Will are dead.
witnesses are dead. Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's what I told, that as per section 71 of the Indian Evidence Act, if both the witnesses are dead, in that case someone who is acquainted with the signatures of the witnesses, suppose witness died and their children are there who can come and depose on to identify signatures of their parents who signed the will as attesting witnesses.
And Yogesh
Or
Yadav,
suppose a person from bank manager, in whose account in whose branch the bank account was opened by the attesting witnesses. So bank manager must be aware of the signatures that they have opened by, so they can tally the signatures with the bank opening form or bank with the they can show in the court as well.
one more connected question. At the
But
time,
section 71, for a minute, but section 71 of the Indian Evidence Act comes into play only when both the attesting witnesses are died. If one of the attesting witness died, then only other witnesses can come and depose.
then one more.
In that case,
Okay,
benefit of section 71 is not available.
there is a connected
Yes,
question
please.
from Yogesh Yadav.
Hmm.
At the time of execution, if witness dies, then how to prove will?
If
At the
at the
time of
time of
execution, if witness dies, then how to prove
at
it?
the, no, no, see, at the time of execution, execution is called when a will is signed by the testator and attesting witnesses also signed. Now, if in the court of law, when anyone disputes, at that time it is possible that witnesses are no more.
Nitant has a question. What are the limitations to prove will?
Limitations, see, there should not be any suspicion circumstances. Will must be will must be created by a person who is of sound mind and measure. He is not suffering from any mental disease that he or she is unable to understand the contents of a document or the consequences what they are doing by executing a will.
One question from Dhanpal again. Is it compulsory for a medical certificate from MBBS doctor or any other degree doctor will do?
See, if a medical doctor is required only to say that the executant is fit physically and mentally, who can understand and who can know the consequences. So they say only put their remark that they have examined the uh, testator and they found him fit, mentally fit and physically fit.
Hina has a
So
question.
anyone can do, anyone, the MBBS doctor can do that because they are qualified on that regard.
Hina has a question. What if the beneficiary of will is minor currently and the
In that
person
case, guardian is required to be appointed.
and person making will wants to give right to minor at age above 30 years? It's a conditional will.
If benefit goes to a minor at the time when he has not attained majority, in that case, guardian is required to be appointed. It can be by court as well, or the testator used to say that he is the guardian because if he is bequeathing some property to the minor, in that case, generally courts appoints guardian. But when a property is bequeathed a person only to a person when he will attain majority, in that case there is no need of guardianship because will will only work when the beneficiary will attain the age of 30. At that time he will be major.
She also has a connected question. Trust has to be created. Whether she can create a trust.
If you create trust, it should be a family trust. So it family trust gives a strongness to a will because a will can be challenged but not a trust, because in trust a person creates a trust while he is living, and he, as per terms and conditions, he can give all the conditions, terms and conditions in the trust. It will be more beneficial if trust is also created along with will.
Thank you, Vandana. I believe there are no questions. Any further questions?
Should
No.
the executors of the will and the guardian be the same?
Executant of a will and guardian, yes, they can be same because if a will is executed by a parent for the benefit of his minor son, in that case, and we'll have to see at what time will take effect. Suppose because will is made when for the apprehension that if one dies only then it will start working. So in that case, if father is making a will, he can appoint his wife to be a guardian of his son or daughter. And if mother is making a will in favor of their minor son or daughter, in that case, they can appoint guardian. They can appoint her husband as a guardian of their children to uh, from any mishappening. Well,
Thank you. And what if a trust is not created during making of the will? Like, if the will is made and
there
the
is
trust is
no,
not created.
as per Indian Succession Act, there is no mandatory requirement that trust should be created. Trust can be
For a
created
minor
only
child,
to give enforceability, to give um, so that will can be challenged, but trust cannot be challenged.
okay, okay, okay.
Okay,
So
one
in
more.
future, because at the time of enforceability of will, the person who makes will, he is no more. But trust, which is created by a person, he has control of the trust and can decide, and no one can challenge creation of trust and the terms and conditions, how he the trustee gives benefits to the beneficiaries.
There is one more question from Yogesh Yadav. If parent done will made in favor of two child and third child was disappeared for 7 years, thinking parents that he dead, but later after 10 years, third child appeared. Can he challenge will made in favor of two childs?
See, will can be challenged by anyone at any point of time.
Then one more question is from Nitang. Registered will can be challenged by other siblings in the court.
Yes, definitely. That's what I'm telling you. Will, whether it is registered or unregistered, will not make any difference. If will is challenged, it is on the propounder to prove the will in the court of law.
There is one more question from Basavaraj Mare, is from Goa. Ma'am, regarding doctor, is it mandatory government doctor or private doctor can certify?
Private doctor can also write that he has checked the mental and physical state of the uh, testator, and he can make an endorsement to this regard. But fact is that you can bring that doctor as well, that he has checked, but he can only depose about the mental and physical status of the testator, but not the attestation, because attesting witnesses are different. It may be possible that doctor has signed in the capacity for testing witness as well, but it is always advisable that doctor should not be a testing witness, but he should be a third person who should sign the will as in the capacity of a doctor, so he can prove the testator was mentally fit and physically fit, and he or she was able to know the contents of the will.
There are no more questions. You want to elaborate on any case laws which you have read? We have some time. You can devote it for our wisdom.
Yes, one more is there, L Chamanlal versus Ram Kadori. This is AIR 1972 SC 2296. It was held that where the testator or testatrix is an illiterate person but intelligently understood contents of the will when it was read over to them, and they directed changes in the will, so it cannot be said that the will was not intelligently executed. So what is main point to be remember is that the testator was very well aware that what they are doing and how they are distributing the assets which they want to distribute as per their own wish. There should not be any suspicion circumstances. So in cases where testatrix was illiterate or was not able to understand the language in which it was drafted, as it was different, and it was not read over to the testatrix, it was held that uh, execution of will uh, has not been proved as per law.
Thank you, Vandana. We'll wind
Okay,
up now.
thank you all. Thank you all. I hope
Thank
that
you.
I was able to guide you properly as per my little understanding with the law.
Thank you, Vandana. It was really good. Thank
Okay,
you so much.
thank you.
Thank you. Good night for you.